You've probably seen it on the back of your laundry detergent. Protease, Lipase, Amylase, Cellulase. Enzymes in detergent sound like something out of a chemistry lab, and that's exactly what they are. But have you ever stopped and asked, why? People have washed clothes for thousands of years, with ash, with lye, with soap made from animal fat. And it worked. The short answer? The dirt didn't change. Everything else did. As far back as ancient Egypt, people washed clothes with animal fat and plant ash. The Romans used the same. The principle stayed unchanged for millennia. Fat plus ash equals soap. Add hot water, time, and hands, and the clothes came clean. The most widespread method was called bucking, a long soak in lye, meaning water filtered through wood ash. The lye dissolved fat, loosened dirt, and bleached yellowed linen. The process took up to 24 hours of soaking and 15 hours of washing. Brutal, but effective. Protein stains, blood, sweat, egg, were always the hardest. But hot water and mechanical action handled most of it. No enzymes, just soap, heat, and hands. In 1946, Procter & Gamble launched Tide, the first synthetic detergent. The secret was sodium tripolyphosphate, STPP, a builder that bound calcium and magnesium so the detergent could work in hard water without soap scum. Tide outcompeted everything by 1949. Synthetic detergents pushed out traditional soap across the United States over the course of the 50s. But there was a price. The STPP ended up in lakes and rivers. Phosphorus fed algae. The algae choked the waterways. By the 60s, Lake Erie was so polluted that beaches became unusable and the fishing collapsed. Up to 70% of the phosphorus in the water came from detergents. The solution? Ban phosphorus. The United States started in the 70s. The EU followed. Switzerland, Norway, Austria in 1994. The first enzyme detergent was invented in 1913. The German chemist Otto Röhm put trypsin, an enzyme from pig pancreas, into his product Burnus. The enzyme broke down protein-bound dirt so it released from the fabric. But it sold terribly. Trypsin was unstable in alkaline detergents. For 50 years, nothing happened. Then in 1960, researchers at the Danish company Novo, today Novonesis, discovered by chance an enzyme that was alkaline stable. They called it Alkylase. In 1963, it launched in the detergent Biotex, the first enzyme detergent that actually worked. In the 60s, P&G and Unilever added proteases. In the 80s came lipases and amylases. In the 90s, the market exploded. Today, the market for enzymes in detergent is an industry worth $2.14 billion in 2024, with expected growth to $3.69 billion in 2034. Enzymes didn't become necessary because the dirt got harder. They became necessary because we changed three things at once. First, we swapped out the fabrics. In the 60s, polyester was new. Today, it makes up 59% of all fiber production globally, 78 million tons in 2024. Synthetic fibers account for 88% of all new fiber. The problem? Polyester is oleophilic. It loves oil. It draws grease stains in and holds on. Cotton releases a grease stain in one wash. Polyester takes 2 washes with enzyme detergent to reach 95% removal. We fill our wardrobes with fabric that actively binds dirt, and then wonder why we need stronger chemistry. Second, we lowered the temperature. For millennia, hot water was the primary stain remover. About 90% of the energy in a wash goes to heating. So the industry pushed cold washing for the environment, for the energy savings, and because cheap clothing can't take heat. In Europe, the average wash temperature fell from 53 degrees in 1995 to 40 degrees in 2020, 13 degrees in 25 years. And the trend is accelerating. 44% of European households now wash mainly at 30 degrees, up from 35% in 2020. But surfactants are slower in cold water. The chemistry works worse without heat. The solution? Enzymes. Enzymes that compensate for the hot water we no longer use. P&G has said it themselves, directly. They couldn't claim good cleaning in cold water without improved enzymes. Third, we produced twice as much clothing and wore it half as long. Between 2000 and 2015, global clothing production doubled. At the same time, the wear time per item dropped by 36%. Up to 100 billion pieces of clothing are produced every year. 92 million tons end up in landfills. And most of it is polyester, cheap, synthetic, made to be thrown away. Every piece of cheap polyester clothing releases, in a wash, between 640,000 and 1.5 million microplastic fibers. Between 200,000 and 500,000 tons of textile microplastic end up in the oceans every year. 35% of all primary microplastic pollution in the world's oceans. The chain looks like this. We replaced natural fibers with synthetic ones, and so stains became harder to remove. We lowered the wash temperature, and the hot water that did the job disappeared. We produce cheap clothing that can't take heat, so we can't just turn it back up. We banned phosphorus in detergents for good reason, but in doing so lost an effective builder. And the solution became enzymes, a new billion-dollar industry. Enzymes in detergents solve a problem the industry created itself. Not because dirt is harder than in 1950, but because everything that used to handle the dirt, hot water, natural fibers, simple soap, is gone. There's a widespread belief that enzymes cause itching and eczema. In the late 60s, P&G added proteases to their detergents. Up to 50% of the factory workers who handled the enzyme powder developed allergic sensitization, including asthma. The industry responded by encapsulating the enzymes from the 80s on. But consumers? A review from 2008 went through 44 studies and concluded that enzymes were not responsible for skin complaints. A large-scale study with 15,765 participants found only 0.23% with an allergic reaction. The enzymes probably don't irritate your skin, but that doesn't mean your detergent is harmless. It's the other ingredients, surfactants, fragrances, optical brighteners, that are the culprits. I sell soap, not detergent. So this isn't a sales pitch, but here's what I would do. Turn the bottle over. Read what it says. Ask yourself, do I need Protease, Lipase, Amylase, and Cellulase to wash a cotton t-shirt? Or do I need it because my wardrobe is 80% polyester and I wash at 30 degrees? The problem isn't the dirt. The problem is the system. Buy fewer things made of better materials. Natural fibers release stains more easily than polyester. Hot water still works. 40 degrees instead of 30 degrees makes a real difference. Simple soap handles more than you think. Our great-grandmothers washed with lye and tallow, without enzymes, without chemical engineering, and it worked. It's not nostalgia, it's chemistry.